You may have read the title, and you're probably thinking to yourself, Mr. Beer, what the hell are you trying? Like, what kind of video are you trying to make? Well, let me tell you, dear viewer, I'm talking today about tomatoes and cucumbers. So, give you a little backstory why I'm talking about this. It was a dark night, 12 a.m. I'm making a frickin' pizza because I'm Gordon Ramsay. And while I'm waiting for my pizza to finish cooking, I get bored, so I decide to read a cookbook. And under the vegetables section, I see tomatoes and cucumbers. Now, I'm no food scientist, no Einstein or Oppenheimer, but I know that all fruits have seeds. And my dear friend, tomatoes and cucumbers have seeds. So I'm thinking to myself, this person who wrote the cookbook might be a jackass. But then I start digging down the rabbit hole, and I find that there was a whole Supreme Court case about this shit. Yes, the same Supreme Court that is supposed to uphold all the justice in America spent time in 1893 debating if tomatoes and cucumbers are fruits or vegetables. Let's read this shit here. This is the whole court case. The legal dispute stemmed from the Tariff Act of 1883, which imposed a tax on imported vegetables but allowed fruits to enter duty-free. John Nixon Co., a large Manhattan produce wholesaler, sued Edward Hedden, the collector of the Port New York to recover taxes they paid on Caribbean tomatoes. The importers argued that because the tomatoes botanically developed from a flower and contained seeds, they were scientifically fruits and should not be taxed. Which is fucking true. During the trial, both plaintiffs and the government attorneys read extensively from the dictionary definitions, both of the words, and the final opinion of Justice Horace Gray acknowledged that botanically tomatoes, along with cucumbers, squashes, beans, and peas, are indeed fruits of a vine. However, the court ruled the statute was meant to everyday common language rather than technical botanical definitions, because tomatoes are grown in kitchen gardens and served as savory parts of a meal, like with fish or meats, rather than sweet dessert. The court determined they are legally vegetables. Because the Supreme Court based its vegetable definition on how these foods are culinarily consumed, the exact same logic has historically been applied to cucumbers and squashes. They are botanically fruits but treated as vegetables in kitchens under the law. It's bullshit. Now, evidence shows that tomatoes and cucumbers are both, classified as fruits. However, they are treated as vegetables in the culinary world and nutrition because they're savory and served in main meals rather than a dessert. Okay. All right. One. If you were eating a straight fruit as a dessert, shame on you. You should be eating ice cream or cake. I mean, come on. What happened to eating good desserts? 2. Have you never tried tomato pie? I mean, I hate tomatoes personally, but it probably would be pretty good. Now, okay, the legal system, says it. But who's in control of that legal system? That's right, the government. The government is lying to you. You know why this bothers me? Because the American government is lying to you. Tomatoes and cucumbers are 100% fruits. You know why they're fruits? Because they have freaking seeds and they develop from a flower's ovary. Yes, I looked it up. Flowers have ovaries, just like your mom. Now, let me tell you why I'm so pissed off. Because the government is lying to me again. First it was the Vietnam War, and now it's the cucumbers and vegetables. What's next? Alright, what is next that the government will lie to you about? The United States government needs to change this ruling for my sanity. Because I need tomatoes and cucumbers to be classified as a fruit because they have seeds. Now it makes me think, are squashes pickles? What else could be classified as a vegetable that is secretly a fruit? I mean, come on, guys. You need to wake up. The liberal media will not tell you about this kind of shit. VeggieTales fucking lied to you, alright? Those two, Larry the cucumber and the tomato dude, should be absolutely ashamed of themselves. Only I, a trusted news source, can tell you about this. Let's be honest. If the government's gonna lie to you about tomatoes and cucumbers, what else are they gonna lie to you about? Just think next time you're eating a tomato, because you're a fucking psychopath, that isn't a fruit anymore in the government's eyes. It's a vegetable. Thank you for watching. I want to say that I'm a pure-blooded American and I love the US government. Please don't kill me, US government.